Sing the wondrous love of Jesus, sing his mercy and his grace. In the mansions bright and blessed, he'll prepare for us a place. When we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When we all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout the victory. When we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When we all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout the victory.
Germantown, Ohio. During this week, we gather together to worship and to prepare this worship service for you. There are 9 workshops that are going to perform for you tonight. The 9 workshops are choir, drama, preaching, biblical storytelling, liturgical art, liturgical dance, audiovisual, and I think that's it. So will you prepare your hearts and minds to join in an uplifting worship service?
We are the chosen ones and we can make a difference. lights the way. We lead the children so that we can share the blessing. We are the chosen ones and we can start today. We are the chosen ones and we can make a difference. We follow Jesus and we go his lights the way. We lead the children so that we can share the blessing. We are the chosen ones and we can start today. We are the chosen ones and we can start today. We are the chosen ones and we can make a difference. We follow Jesus and we know he lights the way. We follow Jesus and we know he lights the way. We lead the children so that we can share the blessing. We lead the children so that we can share the blessing. We are the chosen ones and we can start today. We are the chosen ones and we can start today.
While Mona was out parking cars one day, a call rang out from her cellular phone, beckoning her to go to the big church on the hill. After parking her car, she went into the sanctuary where the super pastor was directing a choir of angels. When Mona approached the super pastor, she honked her horn to get his attention. The super pastor turned around with a jerk and said to Mona,
Mona, Mona.
Mona answers, "Here I am. What do you want?"
Do not come any closer. Take off your shoes. You are on holy ground.
After pleading and pleading for a long time, the super pastor finally convinces Mona, with the help of Andrea, to go out and show love and friendship to the down and out, the broken-hearted gang that was corrupting and plaguing our people and our children with wrongdoing and sinful ways.
and rescue them all by spreading hope, joy, and love. Finally, with a lot of persuasion, the gang accepted the love of God and opened their broken hearts to God's love and were led out of their sinful ways to join God's children in love. Let every one of us here today extend God's love by either a hug, a warm smile, or a friendly handshake.
One day, as Moses and Joseph of Midian, he went to the desert, to Sinai, the holy mountain. There the angel of the Lord appeared to him as a flame in the middle of a bush. Moses saw that the bush was on fire, but that it wasn't burning up. That's strange, he thought. Why is the bush not burning up? He then decided to go over and see what was happening. So he walked over to the bush, and as the Lord saw him coming closer, he called out from the middle of the bush, "Moses, Moses!" Moses answered, "Yes, here I am." The Lord said, "Moses, take off your sandals. You are on holy ground. And I am the God of your ancestors. I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob." And then Moses covered his face. He was so afraid. And the Lord then said, "I have heard the cry of my people. They're scared. I know what the Egyptians are doing to them. I know how they're suffering. And so I have come down to save them and help their suffering. I have come to get them out of Egypt and out of the hands of the Egyptians, to a prosperous land that is fertile and rich. And I have seen how they're suffering, and I will help them."
There once was a mime, but she was unhappy. She would look and see the other mimes and all the talent they had, and she would be depressed because she didn't think she had any talent. So she just sat down and pouted. There was another group of mimes. They loved to be with each other. They would get together regularly to practice their individual talents. One day when the mimes met, they noticed the discouraged mime. I may have the gift of inspired preaching. I may have all knowledge and understand all secrets. I may have all the faith needed to move mountains, but if I have no love, I am nothing. See, spot, run.
God calls us all into some kind of ministry. He calls us all into some kind of ministry. It's just up to us to respond. Sometimes he calls those of us who don't think we do well ministering to others, but he opens the ears and the hearts of those people whom we do minister to, whom I minister to, whom you minister to. whom we as a church minister. But can we trust him enough to respond even if we feel inadequate and incapable and uncomfortable? Will we find ourselves acting as Moses did? Moses saw a bush and heard a call. He answered, "Here I am. Here I am." But when he realized it was God calling, he hid. When God told him he was to free the Israelites, he was afraid. He felt inadequate. He was unsure of himself. He felt as if God had surely called the wrong person. God tried to reassure him. He said, "I will be with you." Moses then asked, "What happens if they don't listen to me? What should I do if they don't believe me?" God gave him the power of miracles. Moses could perform miracles to convince those people. Despite that, Moses cried, "Oh Lord, please send someone else." When I read those words early this week, an unexplainable, unexpected feeling went through my mind. I had said those exact same words. I've been called to preach in the past. I ran away. I looked for someone else to do it. I was just too uncomfortable preaching to real people. I was afraid of what they'd think of me, their impressions, their opinions, whether they'd listen to me and believe what I had to say. I wasn't worried about what God was going to think. I didn't even bother to think about it. But he was patient. He called me again to preach today. At first, I was reluctant. In fact, my first response was to run away and to ignore that call. My biggest fear is standing up here. My biggest fear is expressing my faith vocally to people, whether I know them or I don't. Why should you listen to what I have to say? I'm not sure that I would. But God called, like he has to Moses and to many, many other people. And I felt that I had to respond to that call. I signed up. I struggled with what to say, but as he says in Exodus 3:12, he will be with me. And he has been. I felt his presence while I was writing. I can feel his power with me right now. And he's out among you. I can see it on your faces. You're listening to and believing what I'm saying. God knows those limitations and fears that we have. He knows them better than we do. And he helps us. He helps us to do his will despite those fears and limitations. We just have to trust in him and believe in him enough to respond to that call, even if we're afraid and we don't think we can. He will give us the strength and the courage and the insight to do that will, if only we do trust in him enough to respond to him and follow him. No matter what we think we can't do, with God's help we can. And he will accept all that we can give. For example, God sent Aaron to Moses because Moses thought he was not an eloquent speaker and he didn't think he could speak to the Pharaoh. God placed in Aaron's mouth the word that he had given to Moses. He used the gifts that both Aaron and Moses could give to serve his purpose. He does the same to all of us. He takes what we can give him and uses it, and he takes it happily. He just wants us to respond. Just respond to his call. That way, when you do, he'll be with us as we serve, holding us up and opening the ears and the hearts of those to whom we minister.
And the Lord said, "Now I am sending you to the king of Egypt, and you will lead my people out of his country." But Moses replied, I am nobody. How can I go to the king and lead the Israelites out of Egypt? And God answered, I will be with you. And when you lead the Israelites out of Egypt, you will come to this mountain and you will worship my name, and they will know that I have sent you. But Moses replied again, when I lead the Israelites out of Egypt, and I come to this mountain and worship your name, and I tell them that the God of your ancestors has sent me to you, they will ask me, what is his name? And then what do I tell them? And the Lord answered, I am who I am. Then he continued, you must tell the Israelites that I am has sent you to them. You must tell them that I, the Lord, the God of their ancestors, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, has sent you to them. This will be my name. This will be what all generations to come will call me.
Mother May I is certainly a childhood favorite. I do not view myself as a child anymore, but I feel as if I have been constantly playing this game as I worked throughout the year within the West Ohio United Methodist Conference as youth president. Mother, may we move ahead one step Sure, but only if you move Tim back first. I was very reluctant to ask for help because I worried, what if he or she does not do the job right? And then there was always the task of dealing with people who didn't always mean to complicate things by doing one thing and saying another. Sometimes it just sort of happened. So I took it, and mine and theirs, and I tried to do everything myself. And I realized that my neck was beginning to disappear as I grew tenser and tenser and tenser until finally I felt as if, what if I'm not doing what is right? And I wanted to say, hey, that's it. I've had enough. Here's my resignation. I quit. But I didn't. Something was keeping me there, giving me a little nudge, saying, come on, Kristen. Take off your sandals. You can do it. Just a little further and you can stand up straight again. My problems are not new calamities. Moses himself struggled with the same self-doubt, unwillingness, and fear of letting go of his problems as God first called him to free his people from Egypt. When God called Moses one way, if Moses did not answer, God tried another. When Moses threw out excuses, God provided solutions. If the people refused to believe Moses, God gave him the power to cast his rod upon the ground. Thus doing so, the rod would become a snake, but when picked back up, the snake became a rod once more. God provided Moses the rod, but what does he give us now today? What proof do we have of his love, power, and faith in us, his children? How do we know he will bear our burdens? I call from your memory one simple act. It began with a baby who grew to a young lad who became a great teacher. Society caused him to suffer oh so much. But there was one who gave that teacher strength. That one was God, and the teacher was Jesus. As Jesus hung on the cross, he gathered all of our sins and all of our burdens. He took them all with us, freeing us to go out and do God's will unhindered. What more proof do we need than to have God sacrifice his one and only Son? I would proclaim that the church, those of you sitting here today, and those Christians throughout the world, is a caterpillar that needs to release its worries and burdens to God. Take off its sandals, just like God said to Moses, take off your sandals, give your burdens unto me. Emerge from the shepherd you are now to become the chosen one to free my people. And I would urge the church to crawl into its own cocoon and emerge as the beautiful butterfly that it truly can be. God's callings and answers are not always as obvious as Moses' burning bush, but they are there. We open our eyes and listen with our hearts. We will hear his replies. As we began to prepare our text for today, I was asked the question, do you have any burdens with you? I answered, well, of course. But then I was asked, but are you willing to release them to God, to take off your sandals in the presence of the Lord? And I said, well, not quite yet. I don't think I'm ready for that. No sooner had I said that, and there was a whirring around my head, and something came and hit me right in the forehead. And I thought, what a pesky little critter. And as it continued to swirl around my head, I thought, geez, won't this thing give up and just go away? But then it came soaring down from the heavens, landed ever so gently upon my hand. There sat a butterfly, remained for several minutes. And as I looked, each flutter of its wings seemed to say to me, let it go, release it to him, let it go. And as I began to take off my sandals, the butterfly took flight, climbing towards the heavens.
Hey man, you got any drugs, man? No, I lost my house and my car. I don't have any money. He's no good. How about you, man? You got any drugs?
No, man. All I got is the clothes on my back.
You guys are ready for the car.
Mariah, here inside your basketball. Mariah, do you see those three derelicts sitting over there?
Yes?
They are begging to be saved from their personal slavery, and I have chosen you to help me save them. Go and speak to them and tell them that I will save them if they will help themselves.
But I don't know what to say.
I'll tell you what to say.
But they won't believe me.
Yes, they will.
But how?
Take that dead branch there at your feet, and if they don't believe you, throw it on the ground and it will come alive.
I am Mariah, the chosen one. God sent me to free you from your personal slavery.
Right.
As if.
No, wait. Look at this. See this dead branch? I'll throw it down to the ground and it'll turn to life.
Nice trick.
See?
I need money, not magic tricks.
I told you it wouldn't work.
Try again, Mariah. Here, take this stone at your feet. Ask them to listen again. If they refuse, toss it too to the ground, and it will turn to food. They look mighty hungry.
I am Mariah, the chosen one. God sent me to free you from your personal slavery. Now here, look. See this stone? I'll throw it to the ground and it'll turn to food.
Right.
Here.
Pizza.
Pizza.
Well, I think it's working.
Good, Mariah. Now, while they are listening, take these leaves and put them on the ground, and they will turn into a Bible. Give the Bible to the men and ask them to find Exodus chapters 3 and 4, and tell them I have chosen you to serve me, and I want to save them from their personal slavery.
Here's these leaves. I'll throw them to the ground and I'll turn into a Bible.
I was kind of thirsty.
Here, turn to Exodus chapter 3 and 4.
3 miracles.
She looks like Moses. Do you think God can help me get a life? Do you think God can get me off this drug kick thing?
Could he give me a house?
God will help you if you can help yourself.
And the Lord answered by asking him, "What are you carrying?" "A walking stick," he answered. The Lord said, "Throw it on the ground." So Moses threw it on the ground, and it became a snake, and he ran away from it in fear. And the Lord said, "Do not be afraid. Reach down and catch it by the tail." So Moses reached down and caught it by the tail, and it turned back into a walking stick again. And the Lord said, "Do this to prove to the Israelites that I, the Lord, the God of their ancestors, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, have appeared to you." Moses said, "No, Lord, don't send me. I have never been a good speaker, and I have not become one since you began to speak to me. I'm a poor speaker, slow and hesitant." The Lord said, "Who gave man his mouth? Who makes him deaf or mute? Who gives him sight or makes him blind? It is I, the Lord. Now go, I will tell you what to say." And Moses again protested, saying, "No, Lord, don't send me. Send someone else." And at this the Lord grew angry with Moses and said, "What about Aaron, your brother, the Levite? I know that he speaks very well. In fact, he is on his way. He is coming to speak with you. Speak with him and tell him what to say. Do not be afraid, for I will be with you. I will help you with what to say and what to do. You will become the spokesperson and speak to the people for you, and you will be like God, telling them what to say. Now go, take this walking stick with you, for with it you shall perform miracles."
"No, Lord, please, send someone else." Many times, I have heard many people say those exact words, including myself. When God called Moses to go to Egypt and to deliver the Israelites from the Egyptians, Moses replied, "No, Lord, please send someone else." But God did not let go of Moses. Whenever Moses said that he could not do it, God would answer, "I will help you. I will be with you." God made Moses' staff a magical staff. He gave Moses miraculous power God led Moses when Moses did not believe in himself. As reluctant as we are, God is patient with us. I also second-guessed God's call. Earlier this year, I attended ICTHUS, a weekend of Christian rock and seminars. Well, while I was at one of those seminars, Blaine Bartell spoke to us. He told us, be a radical Christian. Start Bible studies at your school. Rock your school. Through that seminar, God challenged me to start a Bible study at my school and to rock my school. At first, I was excited and overjoyed. I even went out and bought a pamphlet on how to evangelize your school. But then, my friends, they started to exclude me, and my flame became dim. No longer did I have the excitement and joy to start a Bible study at my school. Until this week at Connections, when Andy, my workshop leader, showed interest and excitement and got me excited about the Bible study all over again. God used him to relight my flame. Many times we find ourselves second-guessing God. But what we don't realize is that God is with us. He will help us. He will be with us always. So when God calls you, don't run and hide. Follow him. For he will carry you when you're tired. He will hold your hand when you're alone. And he will lift you up when you fall. Word up.
Alex. Go out this way.
This is the best part. Yeah. So I told Joe, I said, oh, Mark's hugging a girl. Oh, Mark's hugging another girl. I said, boy, it's a good thing we didn't bring Dusty. I didn't know you was coming. Oh, shut up. I'm talking into there, aren't I? Hi, Bubba. How are ya? Good hit, off. Well, about every time we do. Oh, we have.
Wait on them. Don't wait.
That's right. That's right.
Now what do you want, Bill?
One.
Good hit. All right.
There you go. Come on, Adam.
All right, Adam. All right, Adam. Get here.
I know, but Adam. I know this is our last game.
That arm up.
I know because this is our last game. Wait a minute, I don't want to start.
on the inside. I was trying to get it. This way. Why don't you get out there? But they weren't going to rent it out to the public. Only going to rent it.
All right, Adam, come on.
We're beginning it again, so I figured they found us.
Get the home, Tabitha. Get the home. All right, Austin. Good job. All right. Good, Jared. You ready, Jared? All right, Daddy. Let's cover that field. Come on, bud. Kelly, get ready. Get it. Kelly, get it. You ready out there?
Oh, kids. You know him. Do you hear about him? Which one of the kids has got broken arms? Fell out of a tree.
Whoa. Heads up. Heads up.
What do you want?
Yeah, get me one.
Sean? Two of them. He went, You were better make it better. That's Scott. Find out.
Good job, Jared.
Whoa, boy, somebody's coming in.
Quit walking in front of people.
All right.
Kelly, the last batter. You wait, Kel.
Last batter, Cal.
Ready for the ball. Ooh.
Be okay when the swelling goes down.
You ready for the ball, Kel?
Pays attention.
All right. Hey guys, hey, come on, Spence. Come on, Spence. Come on, Spence.
My Spence.
Hard. Go, 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 go. Go hard, hard, hard.
Come on, Kelly.
You gotta wait on the fly ball.
Hey, green slam. Way too long, way too long.
All right, Jared.
That's Kelly, all right.
She's out there on the field.
I wasn't that bad.
You can remember.
I wasn't that bad.
Older brothers have a way of forgetting how they used to act.
Way to get that ball out there. Abby, don't pick up the bat.
Good hit, Jared.
Hit him in the chin.
Fly balls?
All right, Adam, let's go.
Adam. Just like last time, Adam. Get that way. Come on, Adam. Get that arm up.
Where's Brandon at?
Arm out. Not you. Okay. What's his name? Robbie.
Whoa, fight two.
Hustle, hustle. All the way, guys, go. Come on.
What do you want?
Gotta get knocked clean first.
What out? I did take my cigarette off and leave it in his car. That's not nice. That's
Good job, Adam.
Atta boy, good rip.
Only because of the reaction of throwing that hat off and going after that ball. So I said, you start that with that hat off and I'll hurt you bad. Brandon Stanton, Robbie. Spencer.
Come on, Brandon.
I thought it was kind of funny myself.
Well, watch Brandon first. Just let them swing their heads. Yeah.
All right, Adam.
Come on, Adam.
Adam. Come on, buddy.
Come on, Adam. So you guys have more games after this?
Yeah.
Two or three. We got two makeup games. There's the first and the second, and we got one more makeup game against Elliot.
Wing level.
So you guys have like a tournament after all that too, or that was your tournament?
All right.
Real hard.
Playing so hard. Look.
Come
That a while. He's got to get his pants ready.
This is Emily.
Good play.
Hey, fellas, I want you guys watching Austin swing that bat. Hey, I'm talking. Don't interrupt me. It's rude. You know better. Hey, boys. What you guys swinging up? You guys are swinging up. Up. Ready? Be live now. Be ready. Look back, Gary. Ready now. Now, boys. Awesome, Gary.
Adam, you up? Brandon? Come on. Go, Brandon.
Come on, Brandon. Come on, Brandon. Grab it back. Come on, Brandon.
Hey, Rolly. Look at me.
Our master plumber, carpenter, hard at work.
I knew this was just like the bad horse over there in Coven. I knew it. You gotta take the cap off.
Taping, Mom, taping.
Bathroom in progress. You can put Jared, hard to work.
Put it in the hole, son. Sweep it in the hole.
Here's the old bathroom.
I need to jump down there and get some.
Like what?
I just.
Teflon.
Was it empty anyway?
One of the reasons we're changing to a new bathroom. Whoops, I need to change my time. It's 9:26 instead of 8:26. An update on the bathroom. It's coming right along. Got the floor laid down. This floor really changed. Update on the bathroom.
The green, right? It doesn't match the pink, or the gold, or the wood, or the gray. But, oh well. Wow, look at the big phone cord. It's huge. Cool, man. Awesome. And the best part of all, I can see myself a lot. Wow. That's the most. And look at the shower. It's huge. It's tall.
Slow down for the recording.